Wow. We're back. Where did we land?
Chaos of the crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly.
How
The
quickly?
tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Debatable. Maybe instead of dying, I'll become an illithid. Being an illithid would be alright. I wonder if you can eat that. Like, it's made of meat, right?
What's inside?
It's also really not good meat to eat, so I don't know.
I should speak up.
Hey, Shadowheart. That's a cool little artifact you got there. It looks probably like some sort of religious thing. I'll respect your privacy, because I don't know what it is.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Huh, now what?
First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
True enough. You want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
You're welcome. I don't leave people to die. Usually I don't leave people to die. I prefer not to. So what's that cowboy hat? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we styling. We fashion souls. All these dead fishes. Gotta wonder. Did they die from a ship falling from the sky? Did they fall from...
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Yeah, bip, 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 bip.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Touching all the treasures. It's how you wanna go. Alright then. Oh, we did level up. Let's do that real quick. Level 2 shouldn't be all that exciting. No new spells, no. Just a bit more health. You're also a cleric, so shouldn't be exciting.
There's no time to waste.
What kind of armor is she wearing anyway? Medium armor, 13.
Never a dull moment.
Jade shirt, 13. Alright. Well then, alright.
Be cautious.
I suppose you're hiding,
What's next?
Shadowheart. Let's open up with a little kiss.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
And we move. How much health do you have? 12. Yeah. Dang. You have Sanctuary. I don't remember taking Sanctuary.
Take two.
Oh, he wiggling.
Take two.
Ow. Why you gotta be like that?
Take two. You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
What did I just pick up? It was a brain. Definitely picked up a brain. I do not see a brain in my inventory. Oh. It was a brain. Okay. Apparently
Time to
brains
press
are
ahead.
alchemy. Brains are for alchemy. Or you know.
Open up.
Oh.
Anything of use?
Hmm? Oh wow. I don't remember him. Really is just new stuff every time. I wonder if there's an NPC druid. Because this is a Larian game, which means talking to animals is the most important thing to do. Like, it's
Always room for more.
just so important. Everyone should be able to talk to animals because they have important things to say. Hello. Hello, friend. How are you today?
Harry, I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Oh.
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Yeah, sure.
There. Can you see it?
That's a pig.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need her alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Ah, promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Nod?
I mean, I got her, right?
You wretched little...
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
It's the Mind Flayer worm. It connected us.
The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Apology accepted. I might have done the same. The roles were reversed.
A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. My. You've been busy. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering the ship?
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, they'll turn us into Mind Flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Well, you should travel with me. Our odds are better together.
You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And anyone that can crash a Mind Flayer ship and walk away seems like a good person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on. Someone there?
And by joining the party, you leveled up. Congratulations.
Let's move. Best be on my way. There, a Mind Flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Alright. I double saved. Oh, where is it? Just pop that real quick. And,
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion?
no, you should be
Yes,
furious.
you feel hate. And you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
You know, I could have made someone else do this. Someone who's not dumb. But it seems like we managed.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Alright, this is the important role to pass. I think I'm good. Yeah.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Squanch.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
And yet, if we don't kill it, maybe a goblin would come over and be like, "Ah,
Cups, please.
and it'd be like, hey, kiss me. And the goblin would be like, "Ah," and then it'd eat the goblin. And then it'd be full health, and it'd kill us all. So, I think stepping outside's a good idea. Oh, too far back. And there are apparently goblins about, so we should be careful. Speaking of careful, it's like some
Dead
idiot.
goblins over there.
Wait,
Approach the
dead
sigil on
goblins?
the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
Touch. Ow.
A hand? Anyone?
Yeah. Come on out. Nerd.
That's it. Go on. Keep pulling.
Hi, nerd.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
At introductions.
At magic. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
I was. Yes.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Couldn't have phased it more repellently
No
myself.
use sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
Yes.
It's a
Yes, I am.
process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I'm a cleric, but I'm not a
As
level
we've
20
established,
cleric.
few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join
Most
me.
excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved. Or something to that effect.
Actually, we've doubled our
But
parasites.
before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take that.
Probably go get our frog. So let's go loot those dead goblins. Nice. Healing potion. Alright.
You think it's dangerous?
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice. Get rid of them.
Me too. Yeah. Never punished.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Blast.
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
Oh, you mean from the spaceship?
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Come, my dog.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
Observe and listen. You'll hear goblins before you see them.
As you say.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You're clearly no friend to tieflings. Simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Gosh, you're a bitch. Alright then, we'll journey
You are
together.
full
Let's
up.
find this
Dismiss
crash.
your weakest warrior.
I've heard
Shadowheart.
you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
Certainly is.
If you're sure.
Yeah.
As you like.
Two
Perhaps I'll
clerics.
see you at
Not
camp.
necessary. Also, I burned all your spells fighting those brains.
Seems like a good
Has the error of your ways become clear?
Yeah. Come on.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel. Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A Kresh must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Okay. What should you specialize in? Important dice are nice. I do really want sculpting spells. I also want divination. Let's go with evocation. Let's sculpt some spells.
Excellent choice.
Okay. These are the spells he has prepared. Mage armor. Jumping, burning hands, witch bolt. It's garbage. Sleep. What is witch bolt good? Oh, it's multiple turns. That's why. Okay.
All right, what now? Moving ahead.
Careful, I bite.
Alright. Biter.
Let's prowl.
There are some sketchy adventurers up ahead. We're gonna talk to them. And you are going to get in position to ambush them if things don't go my way.
Silent as the grave.
Let me work my magic.
Gale, you're not exactly hiding. You're mostly just not getting alpha striked.
Looking ahead.
Alright. Let's go see what these adventurers have to say.
You! Not another step, hear me? Boss! Got company up here!
Hi.
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
The only thing you own is your life. Leave before I take that too. Oh, I can only have one. That's a crying shame. Not quite as much as a cry and shame as this is, though.
You're all hot air. Think you can get us to leave that bounty to you? Not a chance. What are you lot waiting for? Get her!
Right then.
Why am I doing this? Certainly.
Oh, you joined the battle by casting that. Wonderful. You could have cast it further away, I guess.
Step to it.
Hey, where is their wizard? Their wizard moves fast.
Just like old times.
Shame.
Hold it! Not another step! Another fight. Let's go. Should get started.
The dance macabre.
Swift and lethal.
I do not have enough movement. Ow. Ow! What was that?
Hungry for the slaughter.
Allow me to demonstrate.
My injuries need tending.
Wow. Okay. Broke the ladder.
Step quickly.
Nice. Probably should just shoot them instead of running all the way over to knife them. Oh, I'm dumb though.
I don't fancy their chances.
Never a dull moment.
D8. 1d8. Oh. You have fun down there.
I can feel death's cold grip. Into the shadows. This will do nicely.
Mistra Rill.
Oh wow. Good on you.
I am fury. I am death.
Fighters. Fighting mans. Spending too many resources. But she's lost a lot of health. So there you go.
Let's have some fun. Outmaneuver them.
Nerd.
Swords meet sorcery.
I am fury. I am death.
Let's turn someone inside out.
I agree.
Let's find some prey.
Oh! Alright. That's not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do at all.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Gnomes are truly overpowered. Gnomes are absurdly overpowered. They should be nerfed. It is entirely unfair. That the gnome caused me to friendly fire. It wasn't me, it was the gnome. The gnome did it. I'll prove it by not friendly firing myself again. See? The gnome did it. Alright, everybody join back up.
No time to rest.
Oh cool, shovel. And scale mail. Scale mail is one better. Yeah, sure. Long sword. I am proficient. So I am martial.
Not over, then through.
Short bow.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lae'zel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
Yeah. I guess.
What's inside?
Well, hello.
I have two questions for you. You're a high. Really? I thought you were a drow. Like, not a drow, but I thought you were a half drow. Wow, okay. Wow. You are proficient with long swords and rapiers. Yes. So, my next question. You are using a greatsword. No, you're using a longsword in two hands. Okay.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, let's see. Rapier. Send to Astarion. I should have a crossbow. Send to Gale. Short sword can go to Lae'zel.
How delicious.
So, equip that.
The air is ripe with magic.
Equip that.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
It is blood. There's a lot of blood,
Open up.
yes. Also, apparently there's fish up there. Which is annoying.
At the ready.
So now we have to go back. Get the fish.
Text is too faded. Doesn't tell me who was worshipped here.
Yum. Grapes.
That's curious.
What's that?
Mmm. Nice, 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 nice.
More for me.
That's curious.
Treasures. Oh, sweet treasures. Alright. Well, we'll go exploring a bit more when we return. In the Wiggle Zone. Awoo, Wescout. Touch a dog. You should always touch dogs. If you encounter a dog, touch them. Bow wow.